Oh,
Oh,
I ain't even ready. I'm not ready. How's everybody doing? Let's get it. There we go. I'm on something else.
hey,
Woo.
my microphone showing.
How's
There we
everybody
go.
doing? Welcome to No Cap High School Basketball Show. Yours truly, Will I Am in the building. And we got T Rock. What's going on, sir?
Nothing much, fellas. Nothing much, fellas. It's a short weekend for the brother, but I'm doing good.
No, that's right. What's going on, Mystery Don?
Nothing.
Jeepers
We
Creepers.
chilling on this on this rainy day. Just taking
Yeah,
it easy.
yeah, you're right.
Like,
Get the trench coat out and everything, man. It's all that good
You
stuff.
got
Yeah.
Wayne.
Hope everybody's had a great weekend, all that good stuff. Also, like they said, to stay safe out there. Rain, sleet, all that kind of stuff. But it's supposed to warm up, and but still rain. Well, let's have that over the snow. I take that any day. So this drive safe. Be mindful of others. All that good stuff. Like great weekend for some because people didn't have to work. Sports history, sports wise, maybe not so, but we're gonna get that rocking and rolling. We got some teams that's actually playing tonight, but we're gonna go ahead and recap some games on Friday, all that good stuff, and give it to you the best way we can. Y'all know how we do. We're gonna go ahead and start off with this one. Let's see if I can get it up. Yeah, Ballard 66, Cal 39. Going to the game,
right.
8 out of 9 games wins as far as Ballard has turned it on big time. Four players in double figures, all that good stuff. But the funny thing is, I would not have probably picked this because you hear me, 8 out of 9 wins, right? So you talking about this team was struggling mighty, but went ahead and took
Mightily.
her took care of business. What you got, T Rock?
Well, let's see. How did they get it done? How did they get it done? They shot 50% from the field and 41% from the 3 point line, 71% for free throws, and they got 29 boards, led by Cecilia Reinhardt. The junior had 19 points. She was 10 for 8. I'm sorry, 8 for 10 from the free throw line, 3 for 5 from 3 pointers, and she had 6 boards. Who helped her out on the points was Ariana Rogers with 14 and 7 boards. Kendall Taylor had 11 points, 8 boards, and Carissa Lyons had 10 points.
Mm,
It always helps.
always,
It,
always,
28
especially
district champions.
four players in double figures. Playing actually, the game is probably over with. I know they played collegiate tonight, and also Cal is playing the mighty or has probably lost or maybe not against the number one team Assumption. So that's why I said maybe or I probably did, but who
Yeah.
knows? Big time like that one. Don, what you got, bro? You got anything to add to this?
Man, I mean, that's that thing. That's that one thing those Ballard girls do. It's a team effort when they do win. They get a lot. They get a lot of rebounds, and I know Ariana Rock. She shoots a lot of threes, so it's gonna go up. So hey, good win for Ballard.
Yeah, good win. Big time. I mean, the loser play, like I said, Assumption, and the winner plays collegiate. I think I would have took that win all day, any day. Next up, we have woo Stinky PRP Coach Blackenham 77 Valley
Mm,
54. Woo, we talking about a shellacking PRP 4 game winning streak. As you can see, guys, I love the number 54, but dominated big time by PRP. Woo, Dom, what you get on your alma mater in the Ridge?
It was the fact
Play
it ain't.
football.
It's the fact that I only seen it. I was there in person to watch this selacting, and it was not pretty. But the thing about it, so when I stepped in the building, I was like, "What did I step into?" Because it was like
Shit.
right. That's what I said. What did I step into? So I started watching. I seen some old valley grass from back in the day, and we tried to
Okay.
pull them back together. So next thing you know, it was second quarter.
Okay.
Valley went on a 19 19. They was down 31-7 in the second quarter. They went on a 19-8 run to go into halftime. I'm like, all right, Valley's in it. Let's go. They coming back. But I guess that quarter, hey, they must have ran out of gas because after that, it was all over. I'm sorry, Valley's bench was very thin, and PRP bench is way thicker. So we're gonna go with Jay 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 Lacer Hamlin.
You had all
Lacer
day
Hamlin.
to practice that name.
And believe me, I got it right, and I had it. And the funny thing is, I got it broke down right here on my paper, and I'm just I'm on camera, and then I can't get it out right. So, Jalisa Hammond, she ended up with 35. She was busting them. She was all over the place. She was flexing all on them. She went for 35 points and 18 rebounds.
Whoa.
You got Kendra Lee. She was 6 for 8 from the 3-point line. She had 22 points and 4 rebounds. And Mariah Carr, she's one that leads the whole region and district and everything else in scoring. She had an off night, but hey, she put it in where she can. She had 7 points, 8 rebounds, and 11 assists for the night. So you had PRP shot 46% from field goal range. That was 50% from the 3-point range.
Stop
the
press. The numbers that you were saying, we ain't used to that. We ain't used to that now. We know.
Sir.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Impressive. Because they normally shooting about
they
29-30%.
The thing about it, they was getting a lot of, even like the 46 from the field goal range. They was getting a lot of runouts. They was just, and then they was getting some open shots on those 3-pointers, and they was going in. And I was like, yeah, it wasn't, it wasn't pretty at all.
That's what
I got little nieces over cheering on PRP's cheerleading team, and
I hope you went on their side. I hope you went on their side to get Valley stuff off.
No, I had the Valley stuff on, but I was sitting behind Valley's bench. So, once they saw me with my Valley days, like, come on, Unc, you got to be kidding me. But now, so you got this, though. If you got PRP, if they win their next game in the region start the region, if they wins that, they will be the first team since 2018-19 season to win 20 games in a season.
Oh, wow.
So the Panthers,
Coach Black.
Panthers was rocking and rolling.
Coach Black, they actually, and somebody can check, they actually played Fern Creek today, and Valley is actually playing Mercy. The crazy thing about this, as far as Valley, they shot 29% field goal right, 52 from free throws, 25 from 3. But that's not the biggest thing to me, guys. The biggest thing is everybody knows Leah Stinson is a baller. She only has 7 shot attempts. Was she hurt, Don? What was going on? You was at the game. What?
I was, and it's funny you said that because I was talking that during the game, and I was like, why are y'all? I'm screaming out there, pass it to Leah, pass it to Leah, pass it to Leah. And they did.
If you sound like that, I wouldn't do it either.
It sound like a southern pastor. Pass it to Leah. Pass it to Leah.
The mountaintop, the sign now.
If y'all want to win this game, y'all going to have to pass it to Leah to get some points. And even though I'm going to tell you, in my impression, and I was looking outside to the girl, she wasn't even, it was like her emotion. She wasn't mentally in the game. I don't know what was going on with even the team, but it was like it was something off. She didn't even look like she was totally in the game.
7 shot attempts. That's and she was like 5 for 7. Like it wasn't like she was 1 for 7. Like, I don't know. Maybe that pressure, that pressing and things that PRP does, they get it. But the crazy thing is this: we know Valley started out hot. Before we moved on, just wanted to throw this out. They have now lost 8 out of 9 games.
And Valley
Yeah.
lost tonight.
They
And
lost to
they lost
Mercy.
tonight.
They lost. Well,
Yes, they did. They didn't only lose, but they got spanked by 25 tonight. Oh yeah.
Deuces. we can
For
we
the
can,
V.
we can retire Don's Valley basketball girl. That's a wrap.
Until next season.
Next up, we have South Oldham, North Oldham, the battle of the Oldhams, right? South Oldham 68,
Oldham.
North Oldham 43 on this one. T-Rock, what you got?
Let's see here. South Oldham. They shot 42% from the field, 25% from three-pointers, 73% free throws, and got 39 boards. Led by senior Madison Young, who had 28. She was 10 for 20 from the free throw line.
Free throw?
Free throw. 10 for 20. Hold on.
You could have 39, 38.
Yeah, 12 boards. You know what I'm saying? Bryn Bricky, 25. Also, 10 for 20.
Hold on.
What?
4 boards.
Wait a minute. So, your 2 stars, because they both are the stars, is 20 for 40 on free throws?
Yeah. It blew my mind. I had to look at it. I said, that can't be right. That had to be a typo. I'll be damned. She was Bricky was 3 from three-pointers.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow.
Yeah, no.
You can't be leaving 20 points off the ball. My gosh, that's not good.
Man.
Not good. I'm hoping whoever turned the numbers in kind of made a boo-boo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This can't be right. That don't even sound right. You know what I mean? But, we're going to report it anyway.
Yeah, that's what they did.
That's what they did. It's true.
Yeah, yes, sir. And also what's true, if we'll go with this one, because North Oldham, they don't want to report this. They shot 28% from the field. Yeah, you're not gonna beat too many people like that. That's why you get 68 to 43. That's when you get shellackings, big time. Congratulations, South Oldham, for taking care of business. Next up,
yes, sir.
Frederick Douglass slams the door on Scott County, 63 to 24. Don.
Lord Jesus.
Man, I mean, but the funny thing is, you had to come to this game, and you should have expected this right off. I mean, really, Scott County, I'm sorry, but the first time y'all played this season, y'all lost 60 to 38. So how do y'all supposed to get better, not worse?
No.
So yeah, it did. I mean, it is what it is. McKaylee Bennett had 21 points, 2 rebounds. You had Tamaya Wade had 14 points, 5 rebounds. The team shot 50%. Look at this again. The team shot 50% field goals and 46% from the 3-point range.
On fire.
But that's Frederick Douglass. That's how they grow sometimes. But they had just a total of 26 total rebounds. So at the same time, it's like, what was Scott County doing? So
they must have 1,000 offensive rebounds. Because the only reason I'm saying that is because they only shot 19% from field goal. That's a lot of misses. lot of misses. Unless somebody was playing star ball, because we know the shot clock is not in existence right now. You know what I'm saying? So, and when you shoot 19 from field goal and then 30% from 3-pointers, because it's 3 out of 10 or something like that, that's not good at all. But Frederick Douglass, like the Don said, taking care of business like we knew they would. So congratulations, Frederick Douglass, for rocking and rolling with that. Next up, we have, you know what? Ballard 91, Eastern 62. You ain't got to be so mean. Yeah, you do. This is a rival game. You supposed to blow out your rival. If you can blow out your rival, you blow them out. And that's what they did. Ballard 91, Eastern 62. Woo wee, my gosh. Real quick, because I know the stuff is kind of limited on this one. Ballard, 7 straight wins. They played Mail on Tuesday. Eastern, my God. Anyway, T-Rock, if anything you got, go ahead, and I'll wrap it up.
No, just just a little stuff you shared with me where Cole, had 25, and I think when I looked up just the general thing, you said they won their last 10 out of 11.
Yeah, hot.
So yeah,
hot.
Fish grease.
Woo, woo.
Hot fish grease out here.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, Damian John, he needs help, dude. Like, he can't do it by himself. You know what I'm saying? Every game, he's putting up some numbers and things like that for Eastern. Eastern plays Trinity on Tuesday. Ballard plays Mail tomorrow. And the crazy thing is this is man, Mail's dealing with some injuries. They got baby Luca back and all this kind of stuff. Mr. Clark, the senior's balling, but they missed the tall guy, the sophomore that they have. That's going to hurt because Mr. Grimner is like 6'10" for Ballard. He's going to be putting in some work. And then how much disdain do you have that your ex-teammate is playing for Ballard? That's the shit we ain't talked about. Cole played for Mail for 3 years or more. Went to another school out of state, came back to Ballard. Where Pops used to be coaching and everything else like that. So you got to shoe in, and plus you just can't get in the Mail like you want to get in the Mail. Like, boom, I'm back. Your spot's taken.
Yeah.
How much do you like? It's like you have one. If you Mail Bulldogs, you have one bullet in that gun, and you better not miss. So it's like if you even all the injuries, this game right here is gonna be so intense, big time. But Ballard, come on, quit playing.
Yeah, buddy.
Quit playing, bro. That's nasty work. Should put that Hun done on him. Put that Hun done on him. Got enough. Woo!
Big man's a freshman. That's the only reason why.
Right. Now, at first, I thought this was, I was like, I want to say upset. Fairdale 56, PRP 54. Just because every time we cover Fairdale, it seemed like they losing. It wasn't like, last year's team, the team for 2 years ago that was rocking and rolling, going to the state, the Rupp Arena and all this kind of stuff. It's like, what the hell? But then when you dive deep in this, they beat PRP already. So, hey, I was going to say, upset win by the Fairdale. No, it wasn't. Stop lying. What you got, Don?
I mean, like you said, you go into this game, you think your PRP got shooters, and you looking at like, oh, this must be No, they beat PRP early in this season, 77-68. So Fairdale's like, look, we ready to take this district over. We don't care who you are, Panthers. So with that, I was there in the building, but I was so upset with those Valley girls lost. I said, I'm not about to sit here and watch this game because I'm already thinking I don't want to see PRP win again. So I left. When I should have stayed and watched this good old game. This game went down to the final seconds. I'll tell you that. It was 14 seconds left in the game.
Okay.
Fairdale come down the court. You have Mr. Butler pass it over to Mr. Stinton. Stinton drives, takes it with the floater. With 1-point-something seconds left, he puts it up and it goes in. Time is out and Fairdale wins the game. 56-54. Like you said, the crowd goes wild. I'm like, what the hell? You get all three of these. You got Stinton. He's on the and Butler. You got Gerald Butler, the quarterback for Fairdale. So he's over balling for him.
Dude, 6'6".
Yes, so turns out to be the district tournament MVP, and they ended the dream for Fairdale.
Well, I mean for PRP.
For PRP, yeah, you right.
But did y'all realize
I'm
dude
sorry.
was 6'6" playing quarterback last year? This past year?
didn't.
Dude
No.
6'6". What man?
Mm-mm.
The mayor, you forgot to tell us that dude is actually 6'6". God, he should be slinging it out there. No wonder he was playing and doing all kinds of different positions and stuff. Yeah, dude, 6'6". Man, like, where has he been? Has he been on the team? Like, cause 6'6" in high school, especially when we went to a game, it was the tallest person was 6'1.5". Like. He probably had a field day. Like you said, Don. I mean, dude 6'6". PRP's tallest person was 6'1", something like that, if that.
Something like that. Yeah, if that.
If that. So, yeah.
He's played every game this season. He averages 16 points a game. So,
okay.
Hey.
That's because them stats ain't turning all the time for Fairdale. Yes. Like, that's what that's about. But congratulations, Frederick, with the big win. Frederick actually plays J-Town tomorrow. And PRP, who they got? They got somebody. I forgot who they got. Well, it is what it is. Moving right along.
I'm ready to go to high school. I'm ready to go to high school game then. Ready to go to high school game tomorrow night and that other game downtown. So,
hey, that's for later on. North Hardin takes care of business over E-Town, big time, 74-61. Not surprised because they got a guy, last name is Barry. He puts on a show every time he plays. He's been on the polls. The polls will come out tomorrow. Girls and Boys High School Player of the Week polls will come out tomorrow. Make sure you be on the lookout for that. But Barry is true. What you got, T-Rock?
Unless you said, Mr. Berry is very true. Sophomore, 31 points. Yeah, he wasn't playing. 13 for 20 from free throw line, 8 boards. He was helped out by Mr. Cameron House, who had 14 and 4 boards. John Wilson had 11 points, 4 boards, and Terry and Mack had 10 points and 1 board. As a team, they shot 46% from the field. 31% from three-point and 46% from the free throw line. And altogether got 38 boards. Yeah, Barrett did his thing. 31.
Yeah. But I'm going to tell you what, you better get your free throws together. 12 for 26 is not going to do it.
Nope.
12 for 26 is not going to do it. Got to play LaRue County on Thursday.
A lost start.
Yeah. Big. Apparently. Hell, that one team you said was 20 for 40 for 2 players.
40.
Yeah. They don't shoot it no more, man.
Apparently not shooting threes. E-Town's got a third. They had a 3-game winning streak that was snapped. They shot 38% from the field and only 25 from 3-pointers. So, I mean, that's recipe for getting beat. We know that. Last but not least, we have Frederick Douglass again against Bryan Station, 66-36, a nice old 30-piece, big time with that one. We got Frederick Douglass like hot like what you say, fish grease? Yes.
Hot like fish grease.
11-game winning streak, taking care of business. What you got, Don?
We got Frederick Douglass handling the business. Handling business. Let's see here. Frederick Douglass has not lost the game since 2 months ago. Let's say that. January the 23rd is the last time they have lost the game. So they are rolling. So with that being said, you got Dakari Talbert, my bad. 21 points, 2 rebounds. You got
so you should be used to that because that's that football player.
Yes, exactly. And you got Thurman Wade with 14 points and 9 boards. You got DeMarcus Surratt. You got 12 points and 1 board. This is their third time playing. Let me tell you that real quick. I should start off with that. This is their third time playing this year. And each time it just got worse and worse for Bryan Station.
Did Owen play for Bryan Station? The guard who's tough. Like, dude averaged like 20-something points a game. I don't even think he played. I didn't see him. You don't see no
No,
Owen.
they're not. Nope.
Last name Owen. Okay.
Nope.
Well, I guess he didn't. That's why you see a 30 piece.
Oh, mean Cohen? Cohen?
Owen. Last name is
Owen.
Owen.
Okay, I was thinking you meant that, but okay. No, I didn't see him on there, on the roster.
That's why you get that 30 piece.
Right. So this time though, you get. So you first time they played, Frederick Douglass won by 3 points. Second time they played, Frederick Douglass won by 9 points. How you go from winning by 9 points to 30? Bryan Station, is somebody just not? Yeah, somebody didn't show up. So,
Somebody
good
is.
question. Somebody, yeah.
Somebody, anybody, everybody, anybody.
So you had Frederick Douglass shoot 55% for the game. They was 30% from the 3-point range though. 4 for 13 definitely ain't gonna do it, but it did for them because they must have had a good old, with 55% field goal shooting. Hey, you shoot jumpers all day. You don't have to even step out there. Mid-range game. Take it to the hole. That's all it was. And then they had a 32 total rebounds for the game. So, Frederick Douglass.
Like I said, now unless he didn't play, because those games you're talking about 3 and 9, Amari Owens played in those games. So I don't know.
Oh, okay. So
I don't see nothing listed for them as far as the box score. Maybe he didn't play. I don't know, because that 30 piece I ain't never seen nothing like it. He played in the game before, so maybe they just.
That's what I was going to say. He played in the game before,
so
but
maybe he was hurt, or maybe they just defended him a little bit better. 30 piece, I wasn't expecting that, but great win by Frederick Douglass, taking care of business, big time. Ooh wee, lovely.
No Fordhams, yeah.
Yeah, that's a big difference right there, baby boy.
Definitely is. Definitely.
Big difference. All right, let's get into some college sports real quick. Let's get some college sports so y'all know where it's gonna start. It's gonna start down there in Death Valley. Death Valley, Clemson. Woo! Don't forget real quick, tomorrow, Bird's Eye View, 7 o'clock. We'll dive deeper into this game, Clemson versus Louisville, everything Cardinals. So we'll definitely have some topics and thoughts like this. So right now, just going off the dome and seeing what everybody thought about this game, and we're going to go ahead and hit it this way for you guys. 80-75. This was a must win in our eyes for Louisville. You know what I'm saying? This is the confidence, bro. Like, Clemson wasn't ranked, but we know that they tough, they strong guys. How are you going to defeat them with what the style of play that you do, right? That was the whole thing with that one. What's it going to look like? Then all of a sudden, we get a news break right before Mikael Brown's not going to start. He's on the bench. So we already knew we coming in limping right when the ball's going to go up. So now you have to shift people in positions that they normally don't play, even though they played it on an 8 game. So you already knew what it's probably going to look like. And this score is not truly true. You had one guy at the end, Mr. Woolley, who we haven't seen ball like that since the beginning of the season, actually made the game look respectable. Let's put it that way. Clemson had their way inside the paint. The guys was hitting threes. Dudes has never hit threes. One guy came Middle Tennessee, ain't hit nothing. And they had to bench his ass, and he came back, and he was on fire in the second half against Louisville. This team is not a good team right now. There's no other way I can say it. And I know, and I feel so sorry for Cardinals fan, and I'm a Cardinals fan, I'm a Louisville alum, all that good stuff. But I hate that 54 Sports has to post so much realization for you. Like, those numbers that you see is real. As T-Rock says, and some of you guys who don't know, we are playing some people, but maybe they ain't playing nobody. And that nobody is Louisville right now. It's a disarray, especially with the high expectations that everybody had. Year 2 was going to look like you finally got your 5-star guy, right? You got some shooters. You thought that Pryor was going to be at least get back going to somewhat. That we all know the injuries is hard, so we're not going to expect the exact same thing. You expect the growth from Roos. You expect a score from Woolley. You expect a knockdown shooter for McNeely. Conwell, knockdown shooter. All these different roles. You hope that Frew can be servable down low. You hope the Zoo can beat up some people. You hope the Egyptian musician can be more than a passer once in a while. All this stuff has continued to bite Louisville in the ass because we are who we are. When you look at it, like it's a pipe dream that we have, guys, and you it's for face value. They are what they are. 80-75 really should be 80-60 something. But hey, it is what it is. Louisville loses another game on the road. 20-9, 9-7 in the ACC. Clemson improves to 21-8, 11-5 in the ACC. This is a nasty taste in the mouth. Don, what you got on the game?
It's ridiculous. I mean, it's almost speechless. I'm at that point. I'm tired of saying the same thing over and over. These guys are just like you said. That game should have been at least 80, probably 85-65. And Woolley comes out, balls like his ass is on fire, and he's over her. He's like trying to get himself hyped, but it's like, bro, it's too late for that. It's a minute left to go. I mean, he hit 3 straight threes in a row.
Yep.
I just don't see it. These guys, it pisses you off by just watching half the time. Like you said, it's the point. It is what it is. We had so much expectation for him at the beginning of the season. We had, hey, this team could be the team. We was like, hey, we got shooters, we got some big men, we got this. Let's go. Let's do this. And it was wolf tickets from the beginning of the season. We playing these teams. Pat Kelsey wanted the smoke.
All the smoke.
All the smoke. And he choked on the smoke. I mean, bad. So it doesn't look good. I mean, the game, it just comes down to like we soft, no down low pressure. No, our defense is sorry. Guys are playing is like minutes that he should be less minutes. Her other guys should get more minutes. Her it's so hard to even describe because it just hurts my heart so bad when I was just rooting so hard for these guys at the beginning of the season.
T-Rock.
And on the train, on the Pat Kelsey train.
I'm going to make an image of Don with the broken heart like Mikhail.
And it hurts, man. I mean, I was on the Pat Kelsey train. I was like, this is the guy. I believe in him. And now he's making me regret my words now. I mean, I'm just like, something's going to have to do. People like, oh, it's just the second season. It's just, I don't care. It's not showing. We need to show growth. It's like on a stand still. Like this team, like how much I missed last year's team.
Do you think, because we all know, and we'll have a question a little later though, but you think that if when you spend all that money every year, let's say on this transfer portal, that the expectation should be that, right? It should be like no holds bar. Like you need to do well right now. It's different when half your roster is like high school people or homegrown talent or people that have been there 1, 2, 3 years and things like that. When you turn over year in, year out, and it look like it's still going to happen that way, then I kind of agree with you. Like the pressure's on your ass. Like you are paying for players, and you are picking players. So like the year, because I was thinking the same thing. Well, it is in my mind like this is year 2, maybe year 3, but every year is a new year, and you're turning it over like free agency. You can still recruit high school players and try to develop them, but that's not what we're doing. Some teams do that, and they do well. They're doing well. So you sign up for what you get for, right? You want this. You want to go ahead and pay and bring in these players. So what I'm saying is that he deserves all the criticism right now because you
Mhm.
constructed this roster. You pick these people. You pick these old dudes, 6 years, and in there, and they're not producing. So I'm with you. I'm just saying, like T Rock, what's your thoughts, bro?
You're right. He does deserve the criticism. I think my issue with everything is seemingly no adjustments ever made.
None.
You know what I'm
Zero.
saying? Like, you know, okay, you got my man McNeely starting every game. He should not start every game. You know, this and I like McNeely, but there was a saying used for a place that I used to work. That it was part of their credo and things, and part of it was giving you the tools to succeed.
Right.
Apparently, he is not giving them the tools to succeed. Succeeding would mean McNeely coming off that bench because he can
Right.
find his spots. He can look at the floor and see what's going on out there. Instead of him running off 18 picks, they're going to hold and grab him and hug him, and you know what I'm saying. They're not going to call most of it, and you know what I mean. And on the rare occasion he gets open, is it, you don't know if he's actually going to hit it. It used to be a point where he's like, "Oh yeah, that's going in."
Right.
Now I'm like, I don't know if it's going to go in or not. Like I said, there's no adjustments being made, and that's on him. Now, him and his offensive coordinator, because you have to, you have to make adjustments. That's the way this game works. Everybody's not going to let you play the same way against them, so you can't play the same way against everybody. And that's the problem. Play the same way against everybody,
Everybody.
thinking it's gonna work. Yeah, it's going to work against the teams that you're supposed to beat. Well, at least most of the teams you're supposed to beat.
True.
I found it ironic that Louisville was ended the season in the top 10 last year, and they won't even be in the top 25 when this is over.
Right. 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 I mean, it's ain't nothing to say, bro. Nothing
No.
to say. Nothing to
No.
say. I mean, it is what it is, dude. And defense,
All the smoke.
defensive coordinator. I don't know who that is. He needs to be fired. Whoever's got that title, turn in your keys immediately. Because when you got these guys pressing, this is not a pressing team. They ain't never like. And in his press conference the other day or today, he was talking about it's too late basically to make changes and do different things. Like dude, well then you wasn't pressing 3 weeks ago. Now you trying to press. And you told everybody with something that you shouldn't told everybody that you don't do defense. Like you didn't know. I ain't never run no press. So you've never in your years has never even practiced pressing. When hell you ain't winning all those games, you're gonna be down. You gotta press, right? So it's still some principles. You had enough players. Now it's like I don't even know. Like he don't know.
Yeah, I think
Nobody
he's got one or two decisions here. Either he's gonna break through and realize exactly what he needs
right?
as opposed to what he wants, or he just won't be the head coach. You know what I mean? And he's gonna get more than 3 years. You better believe that.
Oh yeah, you have to. He has to. And I
Yeah, yeah,
mean,
yeah. I mean,
yeah,
yeah, you still getting 20 wins, so
right.
he's going to stick around for a minute. But
Once
you know what I'm saying? There's going to be a realization that he's going to I cannot win with what I want.
once you once after that almost our self-given death penalty that we had 2 years ago with a certain coach for those years.
Man.
Hmm.
These 20 years, it's just that we're starving and we know what winning looks like. We know what championships look like. We had them,
We've been
and
there.
you hit it on the head. It's like is your eyes too big for your stomach, right? You constantly eat because you can get these players, and then you got to find what's going to work in your system, and you're going to have to say, What I ran at Charleston and all these other lower levels is not going to work in the ACC. I have to have some big hell. And I remember looking at Charleston. He had some dudes that could get some buckets around, down low. You totally start going trying to do like European style. That's not going to work in the ACC, brother. You're not going to get calls, none of that stuff. And it shows. Yeah. Speaking of that, real quick, how many people realize that the signing period started last Wednesday? This is an issue. We have no recruits for 2026. We got 2027. Hell, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. Hell, they may not even come. Or you may be forced not to allow them to come. Let me put it that way. So our biggest, and this is where I go back to what I say, our biggest thing now is guys transfer portal. Get ready. You got to hope that you keep some of these players, like the Roos, you're right. The Johnson kid who nobody sees play, he ain't G League guy. You got the other guy who's 6'8", 6'7", Mohammed, whatever. We don't even know what that looks like. So yeah, get ready, guys. I'm just saying this is gonna be a whole bringing another 9-10 guys. But like T-Rock said, you're gonna have to make sure it fits, and really you're gonna have to tweak your whole system. I mean, this looks like that anyway. So my thing is, like I said, did you guys realize that the signing period was last Wednesday? That's a shame. We're basketball country. And this is probably the first time that I forgot that it existed, because transfer portal has taken over University of Louisville. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. What's your thoughts, Don?
I mean, it's ridiculous that by now it's how far times have come. It's all about the money. It's all about who got the bigger pockets and everything else. Because we know by the past we'd have had commits and everything else by now. We'd have been hyped already for the next guy coming in or this and that. But now it's like you said, it's getting to the season to see who stays and who goes, to see what type of people are in the transfer portal, and then try our luck by flipping a coin heads or tails to see if we get them or the next team gets them. It's ridiculous now how it's got. So I don't know, this whole NIL thing and college basketball, college football, it's got out of hand, I think. And it ain't just like it used to be where players are staying to 2 to 3 years, and you there, you get to know the players, and you there, and now it's like, who's next? Who signed? Who's leaving? Yeah, who we got? People you can't even keep up with who's on your roster half the time.
That's true. T-Rock, what's your thoughts on this, man?
So I'm gonna keep it strictly Louisville.
Right. Go ahead.
So I agree there's money and all that stuff involved, because there's always going to be money involved. But I'm trying to tell you, you can't tell me you got one of the best high school guards in the country and we can't afford to get somebody else. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to have to either dig deep in the portal, or we're going to have to start really get us freshmen out. Again, the only reason why the signing period is because we ain't got nobody.
At all.
At all. Like, that's the only reason why nobody's even thinking of this, because we don't have nobody. And then it makes you think, who are you going to get? Right? Louisville can afford to get players. Now, we can't afford to overpay a team, but we could definitely afford to get players, right? We just, I mean, hell, just I think Louisville only spent 10 to 13, I think something like that, million on the roster.
I think it's like 12 to 13, 12.
Yeah.
Was that?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
And I'm gonna go back to what you said, and that's why I was like, Did we overspend for this roster?
I think I don't think we overspent for the roster. I think what we did was the roster. I think we anticipated more from this roster. So for instance, we looked at the
Prior.
UK and saw a bunch of backups.
Right.
We looked at Louisville's team and saw a bunch of alphas. Turns out as the season goes, obviously, they weren't a bunch of alphas. And so, yes, in hindsight, you would think we overpaid for this roster. I don't think we overpaid for the roster.
I want to see the
those
breakdown.
guys could have went anywhere. Yeah, exactly. Because I feel like these guys could have gone anywhere. I think the deciding factor on this team, and this is just me, the deciding factor of this team was that Case and Pryor was not Case and
That was
Pryor.
it. That was it.
That's it.
That was it.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
If Case and Pryor was a Case and Pryor of last year, I don't think we'd be having half these conversations about losses.
No, we wouldn't.
We would definitely take L's. Don't get it twisted.
But
we would not have half of these conversations about losses.
He would be the starting power forward.
Yes.
And if we do small ball, he would be the center.
Exactly.
You're absolutely right. I think that's the whole thing. I think, I think I texted this. I probably done texted about 30 groups, threads. I just think that we gambled. I think we thought that he was going to be healthy, and he was going to be himself. What's that look like? How much did that cost us? Oh, you best believe it cost us probably at least $1 million. You best believe that. At least. And that hurt us. Because now we have no one in there that can do what we thought that he was going to be able to do. We have no power forward. You put him in there with Frew as a healthy Case and Pryor with the Frew looks way different. This team is tougher now. This team is getting rebounds. This team is playing defense inside. You're not getting easy because what that does is shift Hadley to where he needs to be, small forward. Oh, it's totally different. And so I totally agree. That's what I was thinking in my head. I'm thinking overpay, maybe not, but I think we just gambled and we got burnt.
Yeah. I find it funny that, everybody, was wondering what he was going to do in the offseason. Is he coming back? Is he leaving? I bet there's a lot of teams that probably wanted him like,
thank God.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And is willing to work with him through his thing. Because now, if you really think about it too, he probably wasn't going anywhere anyway.
Not with that.
It was just about It's about negotiating how much you're going to pay me to stay.
Right. Oh,
he wasn't leaving. Nobody. First of all, nobody wants to see somebody come off an injury like that in their last year.
Right.
And you see what it's given us. And I think it's a personality quirk at this point.
Right. Because wasn't he hurt again or something? Like he didn't even get a sniff against Clemson. Like those are the games you need a Case and Pryor, right? Those are the games you need, and we can't get him for nothing. So now it's a gimmick, right? Now it's like I'm going to come and try to get you in foul trouble and headbutt you and do all kinds of stuff because I'm not myself.
Yeah, we need some one of them savvy veterans like we had last year. Need some savvy people. You know what I'm saying?
Don't have to be superstars.
Great. They played D. We was one of what 7, 8 D at that point too.
Yeah. We went. Yeah.
And played great D. You know what I'm saying? And because they took pride in playing D.
But the head of the snake was different, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, when you got that point guard who's a leader who takes pride in his defense, it makes a big difference. Yeah. We don't see none of that. Like, what? Olay!
Right. But I think a lot of that too is just like I think they feel like they're caught in the catch-22 because if they play them close, they foul them.
Oh yeah.
If they play off of them, they score. Yeah. So it's just like I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? If I play them close, they call a foul on me. Well, don't touch it.
But you know what though? That also comes from your reputation, right? Because Chucky was in people's ass, and he was fouling, but it was Chucky. That's this defense. He gets up to you from soon as you get the ball. He's gonna get into you no matter what. And then he knew he can gamble a little bit more because he had that persona that dude is sticky, no matter what.
Yes.
We ain't got nobody. We got nobody who cares really
Right.
to do that. You got big men that's don't even go for balls. Oh my God! Real quick, freaking Kobe on that miss on that shot or whatever. He had a chance to get the rebound. He just
Oh
let
my
it go out of
God.
bounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was,
Like, dude, where you from, bro? We all get stats. Who don't want to rebound on the stat board? You know what I'm saying? Like, you go get it. You sit there like, oh, and they say out of bounds, Clemson ball. Dude, what are we
I
doing?
listened to that on the radio because I was in
Uh-huh.
between work, all that kind of stuff. I heard that call on the radio, and Paul Rogers and them was like, "Yeah, he just kind of just watched it go out of bounds. He saw it was going to go out on them." He said, "That's one of those situations, regardless of who touched it. If you were right next to it,
Go
grab
get it.
it." I was
pretty
like,
much.
"Damn, was
Pretty
it that bad?" And
Yeah.
apparently,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that stuck out to me. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So, yeah. Real quick, what's going on? Miss Alexander, hey fellas,
Miss
how you doing?
Alexander.
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? All right, let's get off of that, man. Let's. I got something else that I thought was kind of funny. Well, not really funny if you cheer for these guys. Stop it, Bruce Pearl. Bruce Pearl calls out Miami, and this is what actually said on the quote. If you're selecting the 68 best teams, then Miami, Ohio is going to have to win their tournament to qualify as a champion. Because as an enlarge as an enlarge, they are not one of the best teams in the country. You know what's so crazy? Is he wrong? Because most of these teams, especially like the Miami Ohio's and things like that, like Kent or whoever, let's say somebody else is getting hot, Buffalo, and they've been top 25. If they lose, it is a fine line for them to get that invite. So I don't think he's really wrong, right? Because the problem is that you have these Power 5 schools or Power 4, whatever it's for now in basketball, whatever it is, they getting 11 teams, 8 teams, 9 teams. There's not a lot of wiggle room for you to not to win your tournament if you Miami. I don't really see like to me, I don't think he's wrong. It's not and so the AD took, offense to this and it was like, well, no, you you talking about know what you're talking about, or you talk about we and then Arbin and all this stuff. No. What he's saying is, dude, if your team is that bad or doesn't have 2 teams in the top 25, most likely you probably are going to get one bid. And you're going to have to pray that no one gets upset in these other conferences. Because if they get upset and steal a bid, you're not getting in if you're Miami if you don't win your tournament. So he's not wrong. Is this your delivery? We know how Bruce Pearl is. He's cocky. He's a cheat. He does all kinds of stuff, everything underneath of the book. But it's just the realization that when you look at this stuff, is it going to come a time that everybody's talking about expand it? Will we even see it decrease where it's just the Power 4 teams or Power 5, you add Big East, I guess, and take their ball and run and have their own tournament of 32 teams? Why would we go bigger when we can really just make it a championship as our own? We talk about it in football, right? We talk about football doing their own thing pretty soon because football runs the roost. That's the whole thing. Whatever football wants to do, basketball is going to follow soon. That's just how it goes. So, do you think let's go this way. Do you think it's a chance that the NCAA would go ahead and expand? And do you think it should expand, or do you think that it's a chance that the Power 4 plus 1 will just all of a sudden take their own ball and do their own thing? T-Rock.
To answer one of the questions, do I think it should expand? No. I think you have enough teams, with 18 different playing games. I think you should be fine. Good God. All right. And I think that's fine. Do I think that as far as this Miami Ohio team making the tournament, even if they lose their conference, I think that that's definitely is a fine line. There definitely is a fine line, but there's got to be enough people in the room to say this team has lost one game.
Right.
I don't care who you play; they lost one game,
One game.
and be like they deserve to get in. So even if that means pushing back somebody in the Power Four, or Power Five, or whatever that looks like, all they're going to do is just move them to the playing game. That's really all it boils down to. I mean, let's keep it real. Just look at you could just go tell from the seeding of last year. Louisville got an 8 seed, should not have been an 8 seed. Clemson, a team they beat twice, got a 5 seed, shouldn't have been a 5 seed, right? There's a lot of mysterious things going on. North Carolina had a crap season, and they still seem to make it to the playing game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there has to be somebody in the room that has enough common sense to be like, look, they've lost one game. There's no reason. Now, I agree with Bruce Pro as well. He's right. He's right in what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as the Power Four and Power Five, whatever, getting there on tournament, they'll just do as football does when it comes to that. So, is it possible? It's definitely possible.
That's scary.
But but you have to have enough, people to make that a thing. And right now, I think still everybody wants everything to be equitable at this point, and try to keep these teams, try to keep the quote unquote tradition of all this stuff, as it stands. But yeah, over time, I mean, things could change. But that's how I just feel about everything.
What you thinking, Don?
I mean, I'm feeling as in NCAA is all about the money. It's all about who's bringing. They don't care about their nobody's feelings. They don't care about they hurting. Hey, sorry, we're not putting you in. They care about who's bringing the crowd. I think who's going to make the most money in this area. Who's going to make the most money in this regional? Who's going to bring this and everything else? They're going to put 11, 10, 9, 8, 8 for the SEC, 10 for the SEC, 10 for the Big Ten. And they're going to let all those others, they'll pick and choose who they want at that. Because all of them, they the big markets. It's all about who's, the money revenue. For who's helping the ESPN, who other channel? Hell, they probably on USA, TNT, and TBS and everything else. I mean, it's going to get down. I don't see no expansion. Why? Why keep expanding it? Just to put some more teams in to lose half the time? I mean, how many weeks are you going to take up of March? Or I mean, how many more games can you add? After once they put that the final four in, or whatever you want to call it, the first four, or
Playing games.
what play-in game, there you go. And once they put, that's enough right there. That's enough. Just keep it solid. That is enough. Keep it, don't touch it, go from there. Because it is what it is now. Because you got to, you're supposed to earn your way in.
Right.
You got the schedule for a reason. I mean, you win games to get where you're supposed to be at. It's what it's all about. That's why it's March Madness, and anything goes when it comes to March. Hell, Miami, Ohio, they got to strengthen their schedule. You got to go about these teams if they want to, from the lower conferences and everything else, straighten your schedule to make it better. So hell, straight them up. Make it
We know what
better.
you mean. We know what you mean.
Right, I couldn't spit it out for some reason, but hell, make that bad boy tougher.
There you go.
You
There
want
you
it.
go.
You want it at to get in. Go get some smoke. You want the smoke?
Don't get
Bring
Louisville
the
smoke.
smoke.
That,
Right. Don't
that
go
record won't be that record won't be 29-0. That's for sure.
Uh-uh.
Right. Don't go talk about the smoke and can't bring it up. I mean, hell, y'all want it like that? Be like, hey, you got to work on it. That's why Pat went this year and like had to strengthen schedule up. So hey, let's do that. But now he regrets it after now.
Well,
But
he ain't
hell,
gonna regret it because he's gonna get a higher seed than last year, and that's gonna be crazy.
yeah, and still get whooped like
That's
last
gonna
year.
be crazy.
Yeah,
Mm.
because
That's gonna be
Mikhail's
crazy.
not bringing. Mikhail's not playing again for the rest of the season. But go ahead.
It's gonna
I'm
be
done.
off and
I'm
on, off and
yeah.
on, off and on. That's what it's gonna be. All right, T Rock, what you leaving the people with?
Everybody have a fantastic week. Enjoy this warm and wet weather. And yeah, we'll see you again soon.
Wet Willies, Wet Willies, Wet Willies.
Hey, let me tell you this. There's a point in your life when you realize who matters, who never did, and most importantly, who doesn't anymore. And sometimes you got, and then look at it, and you won't be sad about it when you figure it out.
Was that from the Steve Harvey book?
Steve Harvey, what? That's the Steve Harvey book. Where
Yeah, you
that
know the
come
one. Me and my mustache.
from?
Hey, get out, and show support to the people, man. Go ahead. The high school tournaments is going on, and be patient because everybody's not going to win. Some people is going to have their feelings hurt, all that good stuff like that. But we play to win the game, right? So good luck to everybody. Go show support. God bless and peace out.